Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Eastern Lifestyle. I'm your host, Davia Pugh.
And I'm your reporter, Kaylee Riccatelli.
We're so happy you joined us today. We've got such a cool show coming up. We'll hear from people in our community about their thoughts on a well-known grocery chain coming to Greenville, and you'll find out how to get a great deal when you dine at this amazing E&C restaurant. And that's all coming up very soon. Now we gotta get into what makes this day so special. So, Kaylee, what is today?
Today is Good Grief Day.
Good grief.
Good grief. So Good Grief Day celebrates the life and work of Charles Schulz, who created Peanuts, the comic strip with Charlie Brown and Snoopy and all the gang. But it also goes outside the scope of Charlie Brown and celebrates some of his other work. So he started doing comics with a comic called Lil Folks in 1947, which was the basis for Peanuts that started in 1950.
Okay.
And Peanuts ran until his death in 2000. So it ran for like 50 years. And some of the work from that comic strip is still loved today, like Charlie Brown Christmas. It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie. Is it the Great Pumpkin?
I think so.
Yeah, the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. Yeah. And I mean, I know I watch the Charlie Brown Christmas special like just about every year.
I love the Charlie Brown Christmas special.
And his work is just timeless.
It is. You can't go wrong with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't go wrong at all.
And it celebrates everything that he's done. So do you have a favorite Peanuts character?
I don't. Do you?
See, I think Snoopy's my favorite.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and I love dogs too, so that I would choose Snoopy.
I also surprisingly liked Lucy when I was little.
Oh, sweet. Yeah. And today is also International Cake Day. International Cake Day.
I love cake.
I love cake. So basically this day just highlights cake in general and its role in celebrations worldwide.
Yeah.
You know, anytime there's a celebration, what do people think of? Cake, right?
Cake.
They think of cake. So it basically just highlights the way that cake is so ingrained in the way we celebrate, you know, special occasions or birthdays or anything else we want to celebrate in life. We think of a cake to get and like share with everyone.
Yeah.
So basically the first cake actually was like bread-like. And this was in Egypt, ancient Egypt. They had these bread-like cakes and they would put honey on it. And so that's kind of how it first started, right? And then eventually the modern cake became layered. And basically that started to include icing and all this other stuff. And that emerged in Europe in the 17th century. And then it just went on from there.
Wow, do you have a favorite cake,
favorite cake.
Flavor of cake? Goodness, that took me like...
I like, I mean, vanilla you can't go wrong with.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of chocolate cake though. I would say that's one of my least favorite. Even though I love chocolate, chocolate cake is not it.
See,
it's not it.
I think my favorite recently, one of my friends has gotten me to start appreciating lemon cake.
Okay, I gotta say strawberry cake is mine.
Okay, yeah, strawberry's good.
Yeah.
But one of my friends, her favorite cake is lemon with raspberry filling or icing.
Ooh,
that has, because we had it for like her engagement party and wedding and all that, and that has gotten me to appreciate it because, oh my gosh, it's so good.
Yes, oh my gosh, lemon cakes are so good. Bundt Cakes has really good lemon cakes and like white chocolate raspberry and red velvet.
I'm gonna have to get one.
Cream cheese icing too. Yeah, so good. Okay, but also, you know where you can get into the spirit just like you can with cake?
Yeah.
You can go shopping, right?
Like holiday shopping?
Right, holiday shopping.
Yeah!
So you can head to the Core Sound Museum store in Morehead City for this year's Christmas market. It's this Saturday and it'll last from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. It'll have crafters, artists, carvers, and vendors, and they'll be offering unique Christmas gifts and decor. So check out the museum's website for more information.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Doesn't it?
One thing about me, I love a market.
Oh, yes.
Holiday or not, you get a bunch of like craftsmen together.
It's magic.
There.
It's magic.
I'm there.
So at the start of our shows, we want to connect with you. If you've captured amazing moments showing the best of what E&C has to offer that you'd like Kaylee and I to react to, share, or know, just be sure to scan that QR code, fill out the short form, and send us your pics and vids. Coming up after the break, Greenville is buzzing with so much excitement about a brand new national chain opening right here. Hear from community members about their thoughts. Welcome back, I'm your host Davia, and today we are at the brand new Trader Joe's that opened right here in Greenville on November 14th to get your opinion and opinions from other community members and shoppers about this brand new chain in our area. Let's go. So we are here with Haven Gerard. Haven, can you please tell us how you feel about Trader Joe's now in Greenville?
I'm really happy about it. I love Trader Joe's. I have often drove an hour and a half just to get to the Raleigh location, so it's much more convenient that it's here, like 10 minutes from where I live.
I think it's great to have it in. It's always good for the local economy. I know there was a group that started up about a decade ago trying to get some traction and thought, nah, this will never happen here. You have to go off to Raleigh for that. So it's been great.
I think it's really cool. I grew up going to a Trader Joe's over in Chapel Hill. It's where my home is. I really like the Takis and the flowers that they have here. I'm not gonna lie, it's really good. So, yeah, I'm very excited that they're finally open.
Yay, finally.
Yeah.
Very excited. I've lived here for almost 5 years.
Okay.
And from the moment I stepped foot in Greenville, people were like, we're never gonna get a Trader Joe's. So I am thrilled.
It's here.
Yes.
And it's making a huge impact,
It's making
right?
a huge impact.
It's kind of nice because when you go to school so far away, it's nice to have like a store that you grew up on come in, and it's like a little slice of home. Plus Trader Joe's, it's awesome. You can just microwave all that stuff, so you don't really got to worry about it.
What do you typically like to buy here?
The produce, for sure. They have a good wine selection, I would say. They actually have a good amount of like dog treats. I have a dog and a cat, so they're pet treats. Honestly, anything.
So I like that the food is natural and it's different, and it's like a lot of international foods as well. So today I just kept it simple and got some meat for tacos tonight and some queso.
I like the offerings. I really like flowers and wine, and that's two things Trader Joe's does really well. I bought this on opening day, the spice cider, because they had samples of it, and I shared it with the kids, and they all loved it. So we warmed it up on the stove, and they loved that. This is going to be dinner tonight. It's a little mini pizza. There's one each for each of my kids. It's perfect. Husband and I are having gnocchi, so I got this bread to go on the side. I also really like dipping in olive oil, so it's perfect.
Just look at, where can you find a red pepper this beautiful?
That's gorgeous. That's a gorgeous
it's like
pepper.
the prettiest pepper
It really
ever.
is.
Like I got like 10 things in here. I think I spent like 24 bucks.
Oh, that's very good.
And most of the stuff's for Thanksgiving. I gotta show you these.
Oh, God.
Thanksgiving chips.
That looks so good.
Okay.
Wow.
Where
gotta
can you
enjoy
find
those.
that at?
You don't see them a lot of places. Do you think this will have a positive impact on Greenville and the community?
I think so for sure, yeah.
Why?
I think that this area has a lot, like just this little shopping mall has a lot like going for it, but I don't think people really know about it. So now that there's a Trader Joe's here, it's like it allows people to see more of what's around here.
I think it's gonna impact Greenville in a way. Yes, there might be more traffic in this area and a lot more, because it used to be like barely anybody in this parking lot, and now it's like hard to find a parking spot. Like you're lucky if you get up close.
Absolutely.
So I think it's gonna impact good, especially for it opening up like since last week. And I've seen like it busy like this all the time.
Just any business that comes in that says, hey, we want to be here, especially with a national brand that really has that kind of a reach. It's great for them to say, okay, well, they may not have the population numbers or, whatever it is they may be looking at, but for them to say, okay, this is a market that we really want to be in, it's a great thing.
So we just heard some awesome opinions from people in our community about Greenville's first Trader Joe's, and you guys should definitely come and check out this store to see for yourself. Stay tuned for more on Eastern Lifestyle. It's time for this or that. Between two choices, Kaylee and I will pick which one we'd rather do or have. So, would you rather sing instead of speak, or always have to dance instead of walk?
Ooh, I feel like I sing instead of speaking anyway.
I feel like I'd rather sing instead of speak.
Yeah.
I enjoy singing, like humming and,
Yeah.
I feel like that'd be fun. I wouldn't mind that.
You would just be like everything you say just sounds
good.
better. Exactly.
It just I would definitely choose that.
But now dancing instead of walking would probably be a really good
It takes a lot of
workout.
energy every single time you have to go like do something.
Yeah,
It's
like
a lot.
it would be a good workout, but it would also like be so tiring.
I don't need to work out every time I go to the fridge.
Exactly.
Or somewhere. Or to get my mail.
I would rather sing instead of speak.
Yeah, me too. Absolutely, absolutely.
Coming up on Eastern Lifestyle, meet a unique local craftsman who can take beloved handwritten recipes and letters from paper to plank.
Catch all the latest and past episodes
At WNCT.com/Eastern-Lifestyle. I'm here with Jerry from Rising River. Welcome, Jerry. How are you today?
Great. This is fun.
Awesome. So tell me, what is Rising River?
Rising River is the name we gave the small company we're doing just to make things that happen because of Florence. When Florence came, I have an elevated home, and my shop is under the home, and it got wiped out at Florence. Yeah, I called my neighbor and said, how's things going? He said, no, it's all gone. I said, no, the stuff I put up in the air. He goes, no, the room is gone. I went, oh. So because it's tools, you don't buy tools twice. So when I went to get them, I got stuff that could do this, and I didn't know it even existed. That's how it started. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so Rising River came basically from Florence. Yeah.
So what is your business?
Well, I like to make things. I spent my whole career selling it on the road and never doing anything substantial as far as physically or whatever. And my dad was a master carpenter. So we always had those kind of things around the house. So I started doing what they call a CNC machine I started using, which is 3D woodworking. I thought I'd play with that. I'd never done it before. It was kind of fun. And then I found out that they had these lasers, so I got one that went on my CNC, and I started doing recipes because I could make my computer do that. So if some sister has got that pile of all the recipes, then we take them and we try to get from that to that. This one here, I was given this recipe here, and it was any good recipe really looks tough. It's written by somebody who, for the most part, may not be around any longer. So we get it. We spend most of the time. My son taught Adobe Illustrator at college, so he tried to teach me how to repair the recipe. A lot of these were done in fountain pen or whatever. So once we have it repaired so the computer can recognize it, then we have it tooled and we send it to the laser to do this.
Wow.
Yeah, and the laser's cool too. It actually, our laser, we did this by accident, but now we do it on purpose, follows the handwriting. If you've seen a laser online, they kind of go back and forth on laser. Ours does not. Ours follows the writing, so it comes nice and deep and very clear. So it's kind of cool.
And how did you get an idea to start doing this?
I knew you were going to ask that. I'm trying to remember how I did. I was using the CNC machine making different 3D things or whatever. And when I got that little laser in, and the little laser, the first one I got was not very powerful, but it could do this a little bit. And I thought maybe I could do it and follow writing. So we had a couple recipes of my wife's grandmother, an apple pie recipe. We said, let's see if we can do it. And it did. So it wasn't super dark like this, because it wasn't that strong, but it came out cool. So we said that'd be a cool thing to do. So we started doing them, and I joined the farmer's market in New Bern. So that's what we started doing. We started cutting the boards and lasering them. So that's kind of how we got into it. But I don't remember specifically what made me start to do recipes.
Is there anything you make aside from this?
Yeah, I do a few things. We bought a knife, a bread knife in Florida. It was an amazing knife. I could not believe how well it cut. So I did some research on it to find out where these things came from and why I haven't seen it until now. They're actually from Appalachia. They're called Appalachian bow knives. People used to take saplings of a tree and put a thin blade on it so it held it really tight like a bowstring. It was just cool. So we did that. We do the 3D maps. Somebody gave me a map of Nantucket back when we used to live up on that neck of the woods. And it was cool. It was like a 3D map of all the wood. And I wanted to get one in New Bern because I live on the water and the Neuse River's right here and all that kind of fun stuff. And no one made one. So I said, we made it.
Where can they get in contact with you?
Contact with me is at the New Bern Farmers Market. I'm there pretty much every Saturday. And also some of my stuff is in the store in Middle Street and anchored in New Bern, the store there as well. But if you get a card there, that's usually where these come from.
Thank you for joining us.
Well, thank you for having me.
And if you're interested in ordering any of Jerry's work, be sure to contact them or find him at the New Bern Farmers Market.
Now let's get into the life hack of the day. Did you know to quickly hull a strawberry, you can use a drinking straw? Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so you just insert the straw through the bottom of the strawberry where the stem connects to the fruit, and then you apply gentle pressure, and the straw is supposed to push the stem and leaves out of the top. And this is faster and cleaner than using a knife.
Wow.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah. I think I might have seen that like once before.
Okay.
But I've never actually, I've never done it, but I need to like start doing that. I love strawberries.
I love strawberries. I've never thought to do that because I don't really hold strawberries.
And I kind of just grab it by the leaves.
Same.
And
I just eat it from the
bottom.
bottom or cut off the top or something.
Yeah.
That's an interesting way to do it.
Yeah.
I'd try it.
Yeah,
for sure,
totally.
especially for large batches. Yeah. So up next is an opportunity to get great savings at one of the best ENC restaurants. But before that, it's time for trivia. So North Carolina is known as the Tar Heel state, but just what is a Tar Heel? Is it A, a kind of ram, B, someone who makes tar and turpentine, C, a kind of tree, or D, someone who wears black shoes? We'll have the answer right after the break. Don't go anywhere. Coming up on Be Our Guest, we're headed to Main and Mill, Oyster Bar and Tavern to try their Southern cuisines with a creative twist. Welcome back. Let's see if you got this right. If you chose B, someone who makes tar and turpentine, you are right. Tar Heel originally is referred to North Carolina workers producing tar and turpentine, but was later embraced by soldiers and is now the nickname for UNC's athletic teams.
This segment is sponsored by Main and Mill.
Welcome back. I'm your host, Davia, and it's time for Be Our Guest, where we help you save money while having an amazing dining experience. Today, we are at Main and Mill, Oyster Bar and Tavern in Winterville. Make sure to go to WNCT.com and get your $50 certificate for only $25 because they will sell out fast. We are here with Maria Munoz, the manager and bartender here at Main and Mill, Oyster Bar and Tavern. Thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you for having me. I'm really excited to welcome you guys in and show you all the great stuff that we have.
With the oysters come our homemade cocktail sauce that Alex, our oyster shucker, makes. Homemade mignonettes, like a vinegar-based, cucumbers, onions, and cream horseradish.
Now tell us about these tacos. Oh my God.
So these are actually one of my absolute favorite dishes that we have on the menu. It took me a long time to try because I was a little weary about like tuna and tacos in general. I don't know, but they're fantastic. They're lightly seared. The tuna melts in your mouth and you get a lot. Like they're huge portion. They will absolutely fill you up. So this is our cranberry and pecan salad. It's got blackened chicken on it. It doesn't come with it, but you can add any protein you want, salmon, shrimp, crab cake, whatever. It has fresh blackberries, a delicious homemade blackberry vinaigrette, candied pecans, goat cheese, onions. It's really, really good. And it's all over with spinach.
Love that.
Super healthy, a great option.
Yeah. And another great size as well.
Yeah,
great portion.
that's something here, like you are gonna be full.
That's amazing. Yeah. That's great. Now let's move into this salmon dish.
Yeah, so moving more into our entree choices, this is our honey buttered salmon. Homemade honey butter with a little bit of a lime into it. It's over white rice and panko parmesan crusted asparagus. It's another fantastic choice.
Now moving on to this pasta dish. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so like I was saying, more of a richer option, a little bit heavier, but it gives you that like southern hug. It's so good. It's got a little bit of a kick to it. Covered with 4 juicy scallops.
Now we move into dessert. Tell us what we have.
So this is one of our very, very new desserts that we recently just added like this last week to the menu. It is a banana pudding and cookie pie. So it has this delicious cookie crust, banana pudding cheesecake, cookie mousse, and you see it's topped with all those delicious cookie pieces. So this is one of our new ones. We're gonna be releasing a fall cocktail menu up in the coming weeks. It's a pumpkin spice latte inspired cocktail. Yeah, so we'll call it PSL for short. It's got homemade pumpkin spice syrup mixed with cold brew concentrate, rum chata, and of course vanilla liquor, or vanilla vodka, sorry.
Okay, great. That looks delicious. Now tell us about this one here.
So this one is the Channel Orange. So this has mezcal, Aperol, gin, pineapple, demi, syrup, and orange.
And so Main and Mill is also family owned and operated?
Yes,
Okay.
yes. So David Munoz, my brother, is the owner here. He's here a lot, always working. You'll see me a lot here. My sister works in the back and his son always works in the back. So everywhere you are, there's a little bit of Munoz touch. Our hands are involved. We are here.
I love that.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing and thank you for allowing us to be here.
Yeah, thank you so much for having us. I'm really, really excited for everyone to be able to come and enjoy.
Yeah, I can't wait to dig in.
Let's eat.
Let's eat. These are just some of the delicious menu items that Main and Mill Oyster Bar and Tavern have. Make sure to go to WNCT.com, find the Be Our Guest tab, and get your $50 gift certificate for only $25 before they sell out.
This segment is sponsored by Main and Mill.
Do you know an incredible woman who's making a difference? Be sure to scan the QR code that you see on your screen and nominate her for the Remarkable Women campaign by December 20th. Thank you so much for joining us today. Remember to enjoy every moment of your Eastern lifestyle, and we'll see you back here tomorrow at 3. Have a great rest of your day. Stay connected with @EasternLifestyle9 for an exclusive look behind the scenes. Catch all the latest and past episodes
at WNCT.com/Eastern-Lifestyle.